Hello everybody and welcome to episode 108 of the Pentagon Challenge, and things are really heating up here in the Mexican First Division. We have a lot of work to do with just 3 games to go. Our dreams of repeating our progression into the Mexican opening stage quarterfinals hangs in the balance. The point we got against Santos Laguna in the last episode has proven vital, as we're only 2 points ahead of them heading into the final 3 games of the season. As a result of a few bad results and a few good results, we're kind of on the seesaw of glory. If we lose again to Chivas Guadalajara, then we are very vulnerable to a Santos Laguna strike, and if we do win, then we can go all the way up into 4th position. The goal difference is in our favour, so it's all riding on this Chivas game. We still have to play Dorados and Cruz Azul. They'll be very difficult games, so we won't be doing a full live com against Chivas. We might split them up between them and Cruz Azul, and if we're not in the quarterfinals, then we will end the episode with a synopsis of the Dorados game. It's all riding on this game though. If we win it at home, then we should be okay. So the last time we mentioned last time we were here, it was the 1-1 draw with Santos Laguna, and I wanted some space just to make sure I could make a few games off camera and resort to editing episode 100 in my own time. So this is what we've come up with. We start with a humiliation in the Mexican Cup. We were knocked out as a result of some unusual rules. FC Juarez beat us on aggregate as a result of away goals, and that means you get a bonus point if you win with the aggregate score. So they got 15 points in this group. They won 3 games and drew 3 games, just like we did, but because they got that extra point, they beat us on that tiebreaker. So I was gutted with that. We should never have been knocked out of a group like this, and it was probably as a consequence of drawing against UDEG of Guadalajara. If we had beaten them in both games, we would have gotten 16 points and we would have been through to the quarterfinals. No bother at all, but that's just the way it goes. So we did win our last game 8-0, but it was the draw against Juarez that did the damage. We were so dominant, but we just couldn't get the second goal we needed, and that was the regret. But Morales put 5 goals past Tapachula, as well as Reyes and Bravo on the score sheet. So we now look at the final. It's Jaguares against Juarez. That is pretty pathetic, if I'm honest. We should be in that final instead of Juarez, but all the big guns have failed to care about this tournament. We've got Tigres out, Atlas out, Cruz Azul and Monterrey all gone in the quarters. In the semis, Club America also beaten by Juarez. This time it was by penalties, and then Tijuana lost to second division side Jaguares. That's absolutely shocking, and one of these teams could win the cup for the first time ever, and that absolutely blows my mind. I didn't realise it was that bad. But yeah, that was possibly a tournament we could have won. But in between those games, we beat Club America 3-2 in a massive win. Jaime Delgadillo coming off the bench and scored 2 absolute crackers to win us that game. We also put 3 goals past Pachuca on another home game, so we have a bit of a pattern going. Against Veracruz, we blew the chance to win that one, but they did score first. Querétaro at home, they were fatigued, but they showed us their quality, putting 2 goals past us without reply. Tijuana, we put 3 goals past them, and then the most recent failure was against Monterrey, the team that I beat 4-1 in my debut, but they got full revenge on me now. They've beaten me twice in a row, with Israel Perez starting their comeback. We were 2-0 up, but then Israel Perez, Christian Agosto and Stefan Medina from the penalty spot turned the game on its head, and that possibly threw us out of the top 8. We don't know yet, but enough chatter. We have an injury crisis to deal with, and we need to find a result against Chivas under all circumstances. So today, no Ibarra, no Vitor, no Rosales. Wallace Mercado is still out. Ngoyen still injured. Okoro is injured. Acevedo is he's cup tied because he's against his parent club, and then a few other players are probably too tired to make an appearance. So it's a disaster, all these injuries cropping up now when I really could have done without them, to be honest. But that's just the way it goes in football. Sometimes the inconvenience crops up, and you just have to deal with it. So I have my team, a 4-1-2-1-2 formation. It's the best I can come up with, especially with all my midfielders missing. But we'll give it our best shot, and Chivas will hopefully be complacent. They're already through to the final 8 of this league stage, so we shouldn't be too concerned about them, but we'll see how we get on. And off we go. Kickoff falls to Morelia. We're going right to left, and we're trying to show some intent in the early seconds, getting the ball down quickly. Moreno goes for the free kick. Rodriguez, their oldest player and the only non-regen, kicks it away after saving easily, but Moreno is on the move. He gives it away to Hank, and now Montano finds Martinez, a top scorer in this league, and he goes to show why with a good effort, but Gonzalez is able to hold. We're happy with this, I think, and let's try and get another goal kick. Galeana, he's on fire. He did score a hat-trick recently, but he hasn't scored since Raphael's in the box. If he looks up, oh, he's hit the crossbar. The keeper was rooted to his spot, and Raphael nearly made it a goal to the good for his club, the Monarcas, the Royals as they're known in English. And we just have to show a bit more clinical finishing, and then we'll be okay. But now Vasquez back. He got a minor injury in the last game, but he's happy to play here. Galeana, oh, he should have scored there. Would have helped my cause immeasurably, and I'm pretty disappointed with that. But we just have to keep concentrated. I'm going to ask for passion. Gomez couldn't find a teammate, but how about Hank? He returns it to Montano, and return again. And Aliman, another triangle play, but that one goes well wide. And it was hard to keep up with that move. Very flowing football from the former champions. I think they lost the closing stage but won the opening stage, and they're proving why here. Padilla shot, it isn't cleared properly. Hank on the left hand side again. They're showing a preference for that area of the pitch, but Bravo in great form also doesn't manage to keep possession. We are better in that department, but we're not pushing forward, so I'm going to ask for that now. Tigres have scored. I'm not too fussed about them. They're miles off at the minute. Yeah, you can see 15th position. We need a goal, and we need it soon. We're not going to get it in this period anyway. We're up to 22 points, but Monterrey are doing better. Querétaro losing. Moreno back to Galeana. No help. Reyes and Galeana. Another close quarter shot, but it was missed. And Santos Laguna are losing at half time. So that suits us down to the ground, but the fact that we're not winning does bother me a little bit. So go backwards just to control, and we might whip the ball into the box and go mixed passing. We have a template, we just need to live up to it. We haven't had things go right, so I'm not going to bury the guys, especially a goalless draw. We just need to get them happy again, and the goals should soon come. But we might turn that off. It might be a bit detrimental, so let's go for the second half and see what happens. Here we go, and Maldonado returns it to his goalkeeper. The table looking handy for us. We just need those 2 extra points and we'll be up to 4th. Vasquez on the yellow card. Moreno into Raphael's feet and returned to Bravo, but a rather lackadaisical cross meant that we didn't gain full advantage from that chance. Actually, no, I don't want to do that. We might go get creative. Delgado has a yellow card for us. Eric Aguirre, a legendary player, is on the pitch now, and we'll have to marshal him. And we might stop the hard tackling just to avoid red cards. And the bad news for me there, Santos Laguna have an equaliser, which means they don't lose out on the league. We need to win to gain a 2-point gain on them, or 2-point advantage. So we're going to stop hard tackling. Yeah, I'm just faffing about there. Sorry about that. Do we have players playing badly? No, not really. Galeana could possibly be substituted. We have 59 minutes on the clock exactly. Monterrey 3-0 up against the Querétaro Phenom team. Maldonado to Montano. Aliman, good pass to Rodriguez. He has a slight yard advantage, doesn't make it count. Aguirre just wide. That was why I wanted him to be closed down. He's shooting from crazy but smart distances. Bravo into Rafael. Velasquez, oh, unlucky. That was a nice idea. We have Montano winning the header to Rodriguez, and he finds Ramirez, and Aliman from a distance as well. Vasquez doesn't keep possession, so we're going to stop with the possession play now. We're going to bring on some fresh legs. Galeana, not his day today, so we'll take him off. But can we get the all-important goal to put us in the top 4 of the league, which will give us a slight advantage in the draw for the quarterfinals. Reyes does collect the ball, and he put the man out of position, but Galeana was the man who wanted the header, and he made a mess of it, wide of the mark. Aliman to Padilla, to Rodriguez. It's going to fall to Padilla. Diego Carlos clears. There was some news at the top there. Goal for Juarez, but Vasquez, he's marching on. Delgadillo on for his first highlighted touch of the game. Long ball doesn't work. We're trying again. This is going to be a barnstorming conclusion. It's now a long ball for Padilla. Oh dear. Very, very unlucky with that one. Reyes, low cross. Delgadillo. Oh, Delgado, excuse me. That's another corner. Reyes. Oh, right into the centre. Vasquez. Oh, it's kept. Oh, I couldn't keep it in. Definitely fluffing my lines. Diego Carlos with a header to Aliman. Unfortunately, Maldonado has lost it. Reyes just has to run into the space. He finds Delgadillo, and he swaps away to Alvarez. Oh, goal! Now it's Moreno to claim. 1-0 to Monarcas Morelia. We're delighted with that. Absolutely thrilled. And we just have to calm it down a little bit. Well done, though. I thought it was an own goal, but Moreno stood tall when he was needed. Position, and we just have to hold on. Chivas, we haven't beaten them in a while. We're right behind them in the league, even if the points deficit is too big to claw back. We'll have to just hang on in there. Rodriguez's goal kick given away, but Cuadras doesn't hold possession. Delgadillo, great impact substitution from me again, bringing him. We brought him on at the right time, but that's a giveaway to Maldonado. Aguirre, long ball cleared. Rodriguez heads it to Aguirre, and they're going to swap flanks, headed by Delgado. There's more pressure on here, and it's not gone in. It hit the post, and Chivas Guadalajara have not figured out the magic code to score here. They should have had it there and then, but thankfully we were blessed with a little bit of luck. We need it, as we're so close to 4th place in the league. Alvarez, far post, Rafael from 2 yards, couldn't beat Rodriguez. We're really bad in the 6-yard box, but I have to shake my head. We're just not putting it into the top of the net when we're close to goal. You just have to hoof those and deliver the goal. So it's time to tighten up. Will this be the second goal? Montano doesn't clear very well, but it is to a teammate. Robles, tackles brilliantly. Morelia go down to 5th. We have a winner for Leon, but Padilla, oh, so close to a full interception. Rafael, and now Rossi is ahead of his right winger, and he's going to cut inside. Oh, over the crossbar from the right back. That was nearly a moment of absolute glory, but we'll take the 1-0 victory. Key victory as far as I'm concerned. And we just have to get a result against Cruz Azul, and we're into the quarterfinal stage. And that is so meaningful. Well done, guys. And we can move on with our careers and get the result against Cruz Azul. That'll get us in the quarterfinals. So I'll see you then for that condensed livecom. Welcome back to the episode, everybody. These are the starting lineups for today's game. I've gone for the 4-2-3-1 as opposed to the 4-1-2-1-2, as our away record has actually been really poor this year, and we need one more away win to really make sure we are in the next round of the Mexican opening stage, and anything less will be a disappointment. However, they've gone for 4-4-2, and there is a chance they could get another victory under their belts. Another thing to consider is where we place in the top 8, if indeed we do make it, because Monterrey, who will be playing Chivas today. They will still be a threat to the rest of the teams on 23, 24 and 25 points. But the team I'd most want to avoid in the top 4 is Leon. Now, that might sound a little bit naive, but they have beaten us so often, and it includes my tenure in charge, so I really don't want to have to play them. And finishing 4th might mean they finish 5th, so we still have to play no matter what. But the Pumas and Querétaro would also be very difficult. But Chivas, you don't know what to expect with them. They're very good on their day and not so good on others. But as I say, I really want to beat a team in the quarterfinal and make sure something works out. So I'll see you in the game proper, and I hope for a rare away win here. On we go for kickoff, and Cruz Azul in their obvious blue will be taking the early initiative with their home advantage, and our passing could improve. Goal kick, Rafael wins the header, Moreno to Vasquez, he loses it, and another example of poor play. Musinho has space, but 3 defenders are on his case, and that's in eventually. Reyes gives Cruz Azul the lead, and we fall to 6th place, meaning we'll have to play Chivas in the next round. So we want to do something different now. We've been out of this game, and we have Diego Carlos and Rossi working together. Acevedo to Galeana, through we go to Bravo, and now we have Galeana again. He has to beat his man. Oh, what was that? I have to say, reckless play from our man. But Bravo tried to win the header, didn't fully work out. Musinho into Reyes' position, he goes for the net. Gonzalez was in the perfect position, but I have to say Cruz Azul have been better, and there's no sign of improvement. Gonzalez takes his goal kick all the way up to Moreno, and here we go, more movement. Cota in a consigned area, Requajo to Acevedo, first touches galore, Galeana to Delgadillo, so close. Bravo with a neat touch, cleared though. Reyes and Saucedo, I believe that was. Musinho, back post, goal. And we can say that's the end of this contest, and it was a beautiful back post cross. So we'll just quit and take our loss and move on to Dorados. We have bad news from other results. I think, yeah, we're not in the clear. We have to win our final game against Dorados, or else we could be out of the top 8 entirely, and that's just the way it goes. So a really poor performance overall, and it means we have to beat Dorados, who are gaining positions in the table up to 13th now. But a draw, I don't know if it'll be enough. Look at Club America, they're getting results on the table now, and the pressure is mounting as we lose on the road for the 6th or for the 5th time, I think it is, or the 4th time. Either way, it's not good. Like, we've had Chivas win against Monterrey, which you'd think would help, but we needed a favour from our rivals Leon, and they didn't give it to us. So we'll see you against Dorados in the next episode, and then if that goes well, then we'll move on to the last 8, and we'll hopefully deliver a full live com against one of the bigger teams, and I hope to change the course of history. Bye for now, everybody.